this product and your hair will get to tailbone length in 1 month. You have to just call them out on their BS. Hair drying your hair is bad for your hair. Like, all you need to know about growing long natural hair part 2, as you can see in the thumbnail. I'd created a part 1 of this video. Initially, I didn't plan that it was going to be a series, but seeing the interest that you guys have in it, I decided to break it down into details. So shrinkage is actually good for the hair. The tips of your hair are the oldest part of your hair. If your hair were like on the straighter or more stretched type of hair, your hair will probably be falling on your shoulders, and since it's the oldest part of your hair, it's more prone to, rubbing against your clothes and friction, and your hair will be breaking. So our hair is actually really cool because shrinkage is actually a defense mechanism. Like, it's our hair's way of protecting itself from that friction. But I understand it if you don't like it, if you would like to style your hair and your puff is looking too small. But I want you to know that shrinkage is actually good, and it is a sign of healthy hair actually. It doesn't mean that for us our hair doesn't shrink that much, our hair is unhealthy, no. But if you have chemical damage or heat damage hair, your hair would not shrink. There are 3 methods of preventing shrinkage. Reducing shrinkage. Your hair, you cannot eliminate shrinkage from your hair unless you use chemical to destroy the core pattern of your hair, which is relaxing or deslaxing. The first method is twisting your hair up. Something I learned very early in my natural hair journey was to braid up or twist up my hair when I'm going to bed. Like, even when my hair was not so full, I'll part my hair into how many parts? I don't know, maybe 6, 5, 4. It depends on how full or long your hair is now, just so that I can braid or twist it up. That's also another thing that helped me to learn how to braid and twist my hair. You notice that our hair already shrinks once you pour water. You don't even need to lie down. So you can imagine when you're about to go to bed, you roll on the pillow, do a lot of dancing on the bed. Of course the hair is going to shrink. Welcome to my channel. If you're interested in natural hair growth, not only natural hair growth, because it's not only your hair that needs to grow. If you're interested in personal growth too, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell. Let us grow together. Let's journey together. How are you doing? Please don't click away yet, but how are you doing? I'm a bit happy that I decided to motivate others too. A Nigerian recently broke the Guinness Book of Records for 100 hours and 40 minutes standing. She was cooking. So human beings were amazing. What is stopping you from achieving your dream and your goals? You can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. That's just what I wanted to say anyway. Please, I hope you didn't click away. I hope I still have people that are watching me. Another way to also do it too, if you packed your hair in a puff, maybe high puff or low puff, you don't need to untie the puff, although you have to loosen it because your edges, unless you want to look for your edges, if it's too tight, that's how your edges will start disappearing. In that puff, I part the puff and twist or braid it still. So in case you've been wondering why your puff used to shrink and is always so small, this is probably the reason. It doesn't have to be like serious braids, just something you can use to stretch out your ends before you go to bed. Another method also of stretching out your hair is banding. This African threading method. I didn't say you should go to the salon to make African thread. That hairstyle is painful. If you have wool or thread or an old shoelace, you can, in that puff, you tie it. So that method is very effective for stretching hair without heat. You can actually use satin scrunchies too. If you have a lot of scrunchies, you can, and your hair is long, because if your hair is not on the long side, you might not be able to use the scrunchies. Well, depending on the length of your hair. So when you wake up next morning, you just fluff it out and you notice that your puff is actually fuller. If you try out this method or you've tried it out, please let me know in the comments, and also suggest to us any other method that you've used in stretching your hair or dealing with shrinkage to be really appreciated. Then another point that I mentioned briefly in the other video, there are too much information online, like a lot of information about natural hair care, and I'm like, God, like what is actually going on? Like, I'm legit overwhelmed with the amount of information that they are pushing out about natural hair care. Everybody now is a natural hair expert, and what I want to tell you about this, listen, unless a doctor, nobody, well, let's just say 90% of the time, nobody can know and care for your natural hair more than you can. Should I repeat it again? Let me repeat it again and rephrase it. You're the only one, in fact, you and your hair are the only ones that know what truly is best for your hair. There's someone that I saw recently that said she does not deep condition her hair, and I know if I don't deep condition my hair I know the state in which my hair is going to be. She just uses leave-in. So you have to know the one that works for you. Like, I'm seeing a lot of very crazy information, like this hairstylist that came out to say that air drying your hair is bad for your hair, that is making your hair to, I think she called it dry rotting. I'm very sure that she basically made up that word. Like, you know, it's so annoying. Like, there are some that are, when you hear them, you have to just call them out on their BS, because what? Natural hair, we've been advised to air dry our hair, and I personally, I know why I went through with dryers. I explained that in my previous video, and this lady comes out to say, because she's a hairstylist that does silk press, maybe business is not really going well anymore, and she came out and said air drying is not good. Now, I don't know what to say about this, but what do you think about this? Have you heard any such thing like this before? Because I've had it to hear with some of these things that they do say about natural hair care. If you've watched this far, thank you. Hit the like button if you've learned anything, if you're enjoying the video so far. I'm going to talk about how to wash your hair properly now, but if you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe. Like, a lot of people are watching my videos but are not subscribed. Subscribe if you are interested in natural hair growth, if you want to grow your hair, like practically grow your hair without all this clickbait. Because one thing about us in the natural hair community is that we like clickbait. We like, oh, use this product and your hair will get to tailbone length in 1 month. Honestly, we should stop allowing ourselves to be lied to. I think we should drop this thing of how long it takes for hair to grow to a certain length. It is giving too much pressure and becoming toxic. You'll see, even me, sometimes I'll be comparing my hair. Oh my god, this person has grown out her hair for 4 years and it's this long. All those things are not helping basically. So this guy is just like took the light to prove that I'm in Nigeria. Anyway, so there are various ways of washing your hair. In case you see me looking down, I'm trying to make reference to the notes that I made so that I will not miss yarn. I will not, start talking rubbish. There are various ways of washing your hair that can be classified broadly into washing your hair in sections and washing your hair, no, not in sections, basically. Anyway, washing your hair in sections, you can wash your hair in protective style, number one. You can wash your hair in twists. You can wash your hair in braids. And then you can also wash your hair with a brush. Then if you're not washing in sections, you can, not wash in sections, and you can also use a brush. Let me start with washing in sections, because I think that's what works for type 4 hairstyle. But if you're type 4 and you use any other method, let me know in the comment section below, because what I have seen, it is better to wash your hair in sections, especially when you have our type of hair that is more prone to tangles, knots. And now you need to know that when you're washing your hair, concentrate on your scalp. Shampoo is for your scalp, conditioner is for your hair strand, so that means you're not meant to put conditioner on your scalp. So washing your hair in protective styling. Now, I mentioned in my former video, like if you've not watched that video, do well to watch it after this. I really talked a lot about natural hair there. I know I mentioned these braids, these extensions that you can wash. It's a lightweight extensions by Expression. It's not sponsored yet, by the way. I'll look forward to sponsorships. But I told you that I mentioned in that video that I looked for the ad, but I couldn't see it for some reason. I had been seeing it everywhere, but I couldn't see it when I wanted to make reference to the video. You will not believe, y'all, that after I finished making that video, like when I played the video, I noticed that Expression actually placed the ad on that video, and I was actually really surprised. It's made for you to be able to wash it in the extensions, but I would advise, because some people make really long hair, butt length hair, if you're washing in extensions, you should concentrate on the scalp. Because actually there are people that say that they use butters on their hair, so they cannot just put concentrate shampoo on their hair. From what I've learned, if your shampoo or soap, because I tend to use the lotion at times, lathers very well, you don't have to rub the shampoo along the strands of your hair. As the lather is rinsing off, you should be pressing along the strands of your hair, and it will be washing off. Like the lather will wash off the length of your hair. But those that use butter say that how can they be using butters and not wash the strands of their hair? Let me know in the comment section what you think, what you have tried, and which one works for you. And the next way of washing your hair is washing in twists and in braids. Now, washing in twists and washing in protective style, they can be close. Twist, I don't mean what I'm carrying now. This one I'm carrying now, I'm carrying it as a protective styling. But when I say wash in twist or braid, I mean like that your hair is already out, like you are not in any protective style, and then when I want to wash my hair, I part my hair into 4 or 6 and twist it in those very big large sections and then wash my hair like that. So let's talk about the all together part. But this method, I've noticed that people that normally use this method of washing their hair are those that have type 3 hair, or the more curlier type of hair, because when they run their hair in shower, like, their hair stretches a lot, like their curls elongate when their hair is wet. But for us that our hair doesn't really stretch, it does the opposite when you get your hair wet. I don't think that washing your hair like that is going to be beneficial to you at all, because all those rigorous, because some people are even very harsh. Trust me, just doing like this is going to wash your hair, but some people are like, your hair will tangle a lot, and from tangling, you know, you'll be trying to comb it out, it will be breaking, you might have to cut off some. You're basically losing hair. Like, I don't want to lose hair. I'm on a hair growth journey, which, one of my subscribers, one of our family, Carla, I hope I'm pronouncing it very well. She or he, I don't know, made a comment on my last video and even suggested a nice tea that we could all try, fenugreek and hibiscus. So I'd like to try hibiscus. I don't really know where to get fenugreek here. If I can get it, I've been hearing a lot about it. If I can get it, I'll get it. But hibiscus, I can easily get hibiscus. I'm really looking forward to it. So I really appreciate her for sharing that with us. So I was saying that I'm on a challenge. I've not put that challenge out yet. I'm going to put the challenge out later. My protective styling challenge is nothing too deep actually, but that's actually why my hair is, in this state. You will have to make some sacrifices. I'm making the sacrifice of styling my hair for growing out my hair. I really want to wear my hair out and style it, but I really want my hair to get a particular length first before I style it. So if you're interested in that challenge, you want to join the challenge with us, why haven't you subscribed? Subscribe now, people. After washing your hair, I noticed personally that when I used normal towels to dry my hair got stuck to like the towel strands. I don't know if you understand what I mean, and if you experienced this before, especially if the towel is very dry. We're advised to use t-shirt to dry our hair. Not this particular type. This type is like drawy. It's better to use like cotton material. Cotton material will easily absorb water. If you've tried all these things and you still notice that your hair tangles a lot after washing your hair, you need to see this video. If it's not ready now, it's going to be ready very soon.